Oh, I didn't change the name. I don't know what. I didn't name the stream. Now the stream's live. I'm trying to think of a name. I had a name. What was I gonna call the stream? Confounded. What a disarray. I am ill prepared. Let's call the stream. I know what to call the stream. Near. That's all I got right now. 16-minute lapse time. I'm starting. See, because there's such a difference. Hi, my name's Marge. I'm a Oak Empath, and I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. And well, I'm awful scatterbrained today. I went and took some photos. It was nice, pleasant day. Saw some cool stuff. Happy to report. Box of food. Can't remember if I posted that one on Instagram or not. I'll do that later on, but people just leave random box of canned food, perishables, next to a fire hydrant. That was pretty badass to see. Saw a wonky tree. I love when trees like grow their own way. They don't grow like all the rest of the trees. They have bends and folds, and usually those are traumas that happen when they were little treeling. It's those bumps and bruises, man. Those things that we think make us different, yeah, they make us all the same. Because everybody's been hurt before. Everybody's had their feelings hurt. Everybody's been disrespected. Everybody's been lied to. I'm wearing my shirt today. Straight people like rainbows too. It's hot. It's hot. That's why I went for a walk. I waited till it was nice and hot. It's about 12:30. And I don't think the temperature got as high as they said it was gonna get, but it don't matter. I went for a nice walk anyway. See signs in the neighborhood, in the streets. Keep smiling. It's just kids at home bored. Bluebird lands in the yard over here. Oh, there's two. Hey guys, what's up? How? About 25, 30 feet. How far? You want to come say hi? You can. I come in peace. I mean you no harm. So, put some of my business cards. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'll keep my Snapnacks business cards in my pocket, so when I take pictures and stuff, I'll leave them in the mailbox and show people that I took a picture, or leave a little note. Thanks for the picture. If you want to see the flower or whatever that I took in your yard, you can go to Instagram Snapnacks or whatever. I got nothing but ideas, man. Huh. Ain't that true? I want to see him on the fence. Alright. There. Bluebirds. They're quite cantankerous. Oh, shoot. There was just like about 8 birds that just flew out from different places that I didn't know they were there. It's like Highlights magazine. Anyway. It's kind of cool because retrograde season, you come back in alignment with people of your same frequency, that you've crossed paths with in latitude and longitude at some point. I put a message on a kid's page, man's page, work with it. West Corp, the data center, is a freaking multi-million-dollar company that did squat. It's just another bros club. Anyway, he's a cool kid. And it's like, man, welcome to the awakening, man. Welcome to the great awakening. We're glad you're here. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be awkward. It's going to be weird. It's going to be gross. But people are stepping into the fact and realization that they do have, in fact, a spirit. And there's certain conditions required in order for that spirit to maintain a level of comfort. And people haven't been doing those disciplines, practices, and things like that. They've been living from ego and their psychology and might is right and power and control and all this freaking, somebody above somebody else and rules and regulations and stuff. And that it wasn't supposed to be that way. So Now the earth is doing what she does. Is she's gonna freaking be how she's supposed to be. You know, we're fleas on a dog. We can go along for the ride or not in a comfortable way. I lived in discomfort my whole life, and now the world is finally opening up for people like me. You know, it's kind of neat. Same freak tribe. That's what I should have called this talk. Maybe I'll just change the title. Same freak tribe. Same frequency. Like attracts like. Hi, Mel. Hi, Mel. Oh, welcome, Ahmad. 77. That's a great year. Yeah, Great Awakening growing pains for sure. Yeah, people are tired. They're, well, you know, how are you gonna, same. How are people don't know who they are? People haven't known who they are because they've been coddled for so much, for so often. I was just thinking about that. I kind of, before I start my talks, I'll sit under my tree, I'll ground, I got my feet in the dirt, you know, hanging out with the birds, you know, whatever. Waiting for the lawnmowers to quit, whatever. And freaking, I was thinking about like all the money that like the military has spent on stuff and just wasted, because that's what they do, is their egos. It's all ego stuff, and like their egos are inflated. They inflate numbers. I highly seriously doubt there's 342 million. Fucking right on time, Benny. He likes to make an entrance. I highly doubt there's 342 billion people in the United States. I mean, I've flown all over the back and forth in planes, and I just look out the window the whole time, like, where are all these billions of people? Where are they all? But they inflate numbers, and then they pay themselves for the numbers that they say there are. Like my if you check out my greed, my Salem greed folder, I got a playlist. It's why I haven't had water in 3 years. I even got an email a couple weeks ago that we're not going to shut off service during this hard time, and I'm like, well, ain't nobody swung by and turned my shit back on yet, but whatever. City of Sally's, Sally, Oregon. You know, but there's a freaking chunky chickens out here the other day looking at shit, looking how long the weeds are. They're taller than me. You know, they're oh, we're gonna maintain all this stuff. Don't you worry. We're gonna take care of all of it. You know what? Go look at the video I got, and on my Instagram page, I got freaking pictures of the whole project from beginning to end. I was out here every day snapping pictures with my camera. Every day, asking questions, you know, like people deliver huge pieces of concrete, you know, and that's the thing, is they inflate things, and it's like, oh, I know a guy in Washington, we'll have these concrete, you know, and then we'll just say it cost about $45,000 for each piece of concrete that they pour, you know, because it's all, you gotta put the dimensions in CAD and all that, and make your little project with your little fake plants and stuff, you know. It's like C+ science projects. That's what these city planners are. And they stroke their egos by giving themselves an exorbitant budgets, and then they pay the lines on the street, and fucking people know what side of the goddamn street to drive on. They do. And kids aren't wanting to drive anymore anyway so much. They're not getting their license, so it's all fraud, waste, and abuse. So, they come out and they look at the shit, and they have like bioengineers that come out and make sure that, I'm like, no, you guys don't fucking care. Don't act like you care about that. I'm the one that's down there to get my toilet water and stuff, and like keeping the area like glass out of there, because fish swim through there, and I don't want them cutting up their stomach. So there's always glass down there, because, you know, people are dirty pigs. So I have the whole story. Oh, and these concrete blocks, the funny part about those concrete is they have, you know, people that pour, they could have done that here and put jobs into local people's pockets, but someone knew a guy up in Washington and then had him shipped down. Think about shipping costs. Think about how much fucking people pay for shipping. So how much you think freaking concrete blocks for a little, you know, pissy little side street in Salem, Oregon is going to cost? I think it was about $65,000 is what the truck driver said. Something like that. Yeah. And I'm just like, taking jobs out of they don't care about people, they care about their egos. See, folks, that's what people are pissed about. And when you live, that's why I can't live in a city, man. That's why I'm trying to get the fuck out of a motherfucking city. Because I got the freaking warrior spirit. And I don't got nobody to look out for mom, so I can't be going down and freaking playing around. with the fucking macho bro, you know, and because I'll go down and talk shit. Just walk away, avoid. I'll just talk shit and I'll end up in jail, and who's going to take care of mom? Because I'm talking shit. So stay out. It's easier, you know. That's what with age comes some wisdom, and it's easier to stay out of a problem than to get out of a problem. So I'll leave that up to the youngins if they feel like, you know. What I do is I do these talks, and I just want to encourage people. The violence ain't the way. Breaking shit. That's a lower vibrational frequency in you, and that's something that needs to be resolved. It can. Little quiet, thoughtful contemplation, meditation. In a dark room or light room, wherever, next to a stream. It don't matter. But people gotta learn to soothe themselves. You gotta learn to soothe themselves. Emotional control. That's the only thing that is gonna frickin' be the difference between a lot of numbers this summer and a lot less numbers. And I'm not talking about people getting a frickin' respiratory thing. No, I'm not talking about that. So. That's funny. My goofy face. You know, and I have my sister-in-law has family in South Central America, and they go down there. It's like a 1.5-day trip. But see, and my Sabrina, she just watches. She's just a spectator. They're just like, she just watches her. I'm like, she's my mom. My mom is a Sagittarius. She was my Sabrina's the 25th, and mom is the 28th of November. And so they're just they're just, and then when they're in a mood, you know, when they're on, and they're flashy, and oh man, Sagittarius, whoa, the life lessons I learned from Sagittarius, they're beautiful. I love them. Hard for me. Well, they're fire too. And anybody that flashes up against me, I'm like, what? Because people just don't talk back to me. Mostly people just slow blink because they don't see me. I'm not their same frequency, and I say shit, and they're just like, what the fuck? I'll say stuff like, I was hanging out with someone I used to know one time, and she was, and this was back when I had jumped off the wagon, and I just dial into people, weird shit. I just pick up on weird. It's like if some people are texting messages back and forth, like I'll randomly get one and then I'll say something out loud. That's how data transference works for everybody. Just most people don't pick up on it. That's why telepathy is coming in, you know, and all this stuff has been the reality for the Bros Club. We just weren't allowed. I freaking did it. We did a quick little maintenance stints up in Alaska. Got to go to a Lano's Club up there a couple times. Got to eat at the farthest northernmost Denny's in existence. Yeah, I went up there. There's Operation Looking Glass stuff all over the place, man. Stuff is real. Just the thing is like it's always been secret, but you know, more and more people are coming from the heart space. They want to live full disclosure, you know, because you can't hide the seedy. You can't hide the dirty. I can walk next to people and feel that you're a dirty perv in a less than negative way. Also in a positive way too. Get your freak on. You know, it's all what you're into. I'm just a very, very monogamous human being, and my energy field is occupied until I find something better to do. And I haven't for a while. And you know what the kicker of it is? It's not even just like but it's the astrology. Like when we first started talking, it was 2012. Back when all this stuff in my planet started waking up and dancing around. And I was dating somebody else and made these shirts, actually. We're not cool anymore. I'm not cool. I'm mad about shit. People don't pay attention to me and my feelings. God damn it. It's like I don't have any boundaries, and then when I pull one out, I don't care. I'll go with the flow because people are autonomous, but as soon as I fucking bust out with a boundary and people don't comply, I'm just like, my world just got smaller. Delete. I say I'm the delete master of the universe. I can block mofo. I mean, I could, and I've had to do it because it's military bearing. It's called being principled in some circles. Man, the fucking assholes I've had to be nice to, and I just won't do it. And then I got to the point I do it, because to me it's more fake to be nice people I can't fucking stand. My face don't show it. So I'm gonna just be like, I'm not gonna bother. I'm not a liar. So I'm not gonna lie about being fucking nice and cool to people that I think suck as human beings. I just happen to put I'm very particular, as I should be. You know, when I was at the office, they used to make us run at the parade ground. The parade ground. Oh, all the officers like a parade. Do it for us. Do it for us. We're so wonderful. Killing the people in the third world countries. Give me ribbons. Give me buttons. Boom, boom, guns. It's fucking shit. So their buddies can manufacture weapons and become gazillionaires and break the spirit and psyche of your sons and daughters. Stop sending them off. College ain't that important. That's why I enlisted, is to get a college education. Boy, did I get an education. So they make us run around the parade grounds, you know, and their quarters, the general's row, were immaculate, you know. I mean, it's just like they're just these big old, man, I just think of the history of the money they don't got to pay for none of it. We pay for all, or civilians pay for all of it. They pay for all the maintenance, and then they set the cost like twice as much as stuff regularly costs. So then that's why the military budget is billions of dollars, because we're just playing for they're playing a game of chess. There were no weapons of mass destruction. This is me at GW, or Baby Bush out the hangar door. Because you couldn't open the flight lines closed. Freaking Air Force One taxiing by, I stuck my arm out. And I'm just like, 9/11. Yep. I know what you are. You're a cretin. You're an egomaniacal son of a bitch who only cares about money. People that only care about money only care about themselves, and they don't care about people. Like Newsom getting all broken up. It just makes me laugh. I freaking laugh. I'm so upset about... I'm not making light of the situation. Make no mistake about that. I'm making fun of him. People that wear $15,000 suits, you don't get to stand there and act like you give a fuck about the human race. You're the governor of my homeland, my native state. You fucking turn that state to shit, Newsom. People like you. And my brother too. Because you got the right idea about things, but you don't know squit, because you don't freaking know energy. You know, you just know your Jesuit stuff. Yeah, I know Jesuit stuff too. And you're doing it wrong, because for every idea, there's a light side and a dark. You can move more to spirit or shadow, and you and people like you and all the people that want to make rules and tell people how they should impose fear on people. It causes mental distress, causes physical distress, but that strokes your economy. Stop imposing fear. Let people choose for themselves. Let them just choose for themselves. And people are starting to say, bullshit, that's bullshit, that's bullshit, that's bullshit, that's bullshit, that bullshit, that's bullshit. The revolution's begun. Started 500 years ago. See, but it rises like energy. People's passion, it rises, but then it's suppressed by the controllers at the top. No, 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 you're not allowed to feel. Because narcissists and psychopaths don't feel things. So that's why they like to watch bugs squirm. Because it doesn't hurt them. I can't. I want to save the bug. No, don't hurt it. I've been a bug before. Leave it be. Why are you hurting it? I fucking chewed an airman out one time. I mean, and everybody outranked me because I freaking was asleep. I mean, and I was the oldest, but everyone outranked me. So, but I didn't fucking care, because this shit is reindeer games to me. So I saw one kid. He was spraying with a pressure washer in the wall. There's a hole in the wall, and there's like a baby bunny or a bird that got back there, and he was spraying. I came in and I fucking unleashed on that kid. If he ever thinks of looking at another animal like that again, or thinking of doing it, then that's a dissidence in him. And that's the thing, is the military are full of these fucking people that don't they're trained to harm things, not help. They're trained to. But once we put empathy back in HR and people step into a balance of their spirit and physical body, that it's all mind, body, spirit, it's a triangle, it's all balance. Once people start fucking figuring out that you are responsible for your own goddamn vibration, then the world is going to start being different. Come the beginning of the year, heaven on earth. Casey JoJo's playing in my pocket right now. All my love. I'm corny, man. I'm all corn. I just want people to fucking feel good. I just don't want them to shit on other people to fucking do it. That's all. There's enough for everybody, man. There's plenty to go around. It's funny, there's places for rent over here, and every day there's like people in and out. You know, there's a young couple earlier, probably the first time they probably live with mom and dad, first time they're living together, you know, checking out possibilities. Can we see our future here? You know, she's on his shoulders looking in the window, you know. Then you have the family of 8. No, too many. It's like the storylines, the possibilities, you know. I'm ready for my possibility. I'm ready to go. Get my people are going back to Reading. That's the thing, is they're finding their same frequency, their same, you know. And I was listening to Heather's astrology. She's into. I'm a believer in location astrology too. That's my latitude, longitude, plus or minus 2 thing. I think it comes from. It's all entwined in that. And people like I went to, because we were moved around a lot. We moved around so much. You know, and just like military people, only we didn't get all those fucking advantages. I didn't tell later, but only because I got them myself. Anyway, so we moved around a lot, but it's still, these are people I remember going to school with in, like, you know, 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade. They might not remember, but I remember. And sometimes they remember stories about me, but they're going back. They're moving back home, and they're just like, God damn, it feels good to be here. I'm like, God damn, I can't wait to feel good. And then wake up and be like, hey, Mom, you want to go out to the lake? You want to drive up to the dam, see how many deer are out? Take pictures? And everywhere I'll go, I'll have my snapnacks picture. My snapnacks. You know, and I grew up there, so a bunch of people I went to high school with, you know, I can just hang out with them and take pictures of their family and stuff like that for them. Practice. I just look at it as all as practice. That's why my pick your price photography is cool, and people pay me what they want. You know, just don't sell me short, because I did it for too many years, and I don't really want to hang out with people that are going to do that to me anymore. But I got a number, and I figure people don't go any lower than that number. I'm cool. But see, you got to understand, I sell myself short too. What time did I start talking? Oh, God, I've been rambling. It's easy to go, man. It's easy to go. I used to do talks when I was in recovery. Share my experience. No different than I do here. That's why it's easy for me to do. I practiced for 12, 13 years. You know, steps, traditions. It's all based on Carl Jung psychology. You know, so I've been studying spirituality since I was fucking born. My first birth chart was done on parchment paper. Someone did that. Mom's always, it's that vibe, Native American. It's all that belief system. Mom just has always come across the teachers that have always been there. I mean, freaking, to teach me something. My little native, little thunder heart ways. Anything to, education soothes my little spirit. You know, learning stuff kind of calms me down. Oh, yeah. Figuring stuff out, putting pieces together, you know. But once I understand that once my world opens up and I start getting more social, that God, my world's going to change. But I really got to appreciate the time that I have right now, really, to enjoy this quiet. Because, man, life is going to get real busy for me. It's in my chart, man. I got freaking Cancer in my 1st, 2nd house, Capricorn in my 7th, 8th. Holy, my life is about to freaking exponentially freaking. And I got to allow it, because it's what I've tried to manifest for years and years. It's so funny. I think it's Adrienne Elise, or maybe it's Molly McClure, that talks about it. Either it's to say they're this like soul sisters, about my train of thought just derailed. Freaking John Legend. That's alright, because I just looked at the clock and it said 17, 17, 17, and that's kind of cool too. Emotional roller coaster. Everything's energy. What was I talking about? Confounded. Cookies. I'll come see you in the Amazon. Yeah, people are starting to do the numbers. Don't freaking when you little rapscallions go out and you want to tear up the town and shit like that. Fucking leave it to the people with the fucking budgets. I'm not condoning I'm not confirming nor denying the freaking social actions of any kind of violence. It's bad karma, man. It's worse karma if you fucking do it. But civilians get life or have insurance too, so whatever. It's all free will, so be it. What am I gonna do, man? People are gonna lose their shit and then they gotta pull it back together. It's the astrology. All I can do is recommend that people freaking look at their shit, man. Look at your shit. You're more than just your sunshine. There's fucking 11 other signs too. You're the moon. Or there's 8 planets. 9 planets. Pluto. There's Pluto. There's 12 signs and then the planet. It's so much. But these are just like combinations to unlock who you actually are. And then when you start looking at your history, like your storyline and your bloodline, what? Because mom's bloodline has been here since the 1500s. So that's why I'm extra activated right now, because my DNA's waking up to when our bloodline began, that specific bloodline, and then it came from something else. But that's just as far back as I can track. And then on Siemens side, on the Siemens side of the tracks, were all those freaking Scandinavian, French. It's all this shit about myself I had to get over. That's why I want to do pick your price for photography. Let people, because other people paid for my ego for years and years. They don't got to pay for my ego no more. Yeah. Get that shit in check. Alright, that's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad evening. Peace.